everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Pokemon Sleepy White. Pokemon White Sleep... I don't actually know what I'm going to call this. Pokemon White, but I'm sleepy. Yeah, anyways, so in the meantime, between now and the very long wait between last episode, I have done a whole lot of nothing. At all. But I have been practicing on how to be a better commentator, because frankly, you know, the last episode was just a bunch of, complaining that the Pokemon game was being a Pokemon game. Which, you know, fairly normal, but... I just mentioned how I was going to be a better commentator. Then I completely dropped the ball on commentating. How ironic is that? But anyways, it's been a very long time, so I'm a bit out of practice. I originally had a first recording of this episode, but it turns out I was not using the mic. Like, the mic was not connected, and I only realized after like a few minutes, and by a few minutes I mean the trainer battle up here. Not this one, because this is not a trainer battle. But I grabbed this Pokeball and walked up to fight this trainer. You can see him right there. Orange. He's an orange. If you're colorblind, you might not be able to tell. But anyways, I started to fight this loser. And you know what happened? I realized that the little mic meter on the OBS screen wasn't showing anything at all. It was absolutely atrocious! Terrifying, even! So I took it upon myself to stop recording, restart the game, make sure you could actually hear me on this take. Of course the trainers in this area have Bite. Which, like, yeah, that makes sense, considering it's early game trainers. Of course they're gonna have Bite, but, like... Come on, guys, be a bit more courteous. You know I'm gonna have a Psychic type here. Ignore the fact that you didn't know I was gonna have a Psychic type here. And we already immediately wiped the first trainer. Not that this is a Nuzlocke or anything, heavens no, but... Not exactly a good look, Drowzee. Sorry if you're hearing the chewing noises, I'm absolutely demolishing an apple slice right now. There you go, high quality ASMR of me eating an apple slice. Ignore the fact that it is not high quality, can't be bothered to care right now. Oh wow, something I cannot punch. Also, yeah, as if you couldn't tell before or didn't watch the first episode, this is a randomizer. So Litwick is here for some reason. I don't know, maybe the ecological balance of the region has thrown off kilter, and that's why I'm doing this. It's been so long. I wonder what dimension... I can't fight you, Litwick. I know you want to be beaten to death, but you'll have to wait until I get a Psychic type move at, like, level 22 or something. I don't remember when Drowzee gets a stab. I'm gonna be without proper elemental coverage for a while now, aren't I? Because I have to get to the Dream Yard to find, Munna, which is the next Pokemon that will be on my team. As evidenced by the fact that this whole run is very sleep-themed. Anyways, time to punch this Numel to death. Why do I have to keep running into things with high physical attack? Unless my attack is garbage, but that could never be the case. See, it's 13, it's higher than my special attack. Oh my goodness. Come on, keep hitting the Numel. You'll get it eventually. Ow! You really shouldn't set people on fire, you know. That's just rude. It's uncouth. You should at least be thanking the stars that I don't have a stab move right now, because I would eviscerate you, you fat llama thing. What? Oh, it's a camel. It's a camel. It's a camel. Whatever. Not my problem. I'm level 8 now. Alright. I should go back to the Pokemon Center and heal, but on the other hand, it's so fun to punch the... Are Cottony normally that color? I could swear Cottony was like a lighter shade of green, but it's not a shiny or anything, so... Tough luck, I guess. Unless it is, I'm going to look this up on my phone! Because I have a phone, surprisingly enough. Alright, so like, one more moment, I'm trying to find it. Okay, no, it's not a shiny, it's just really washed out for some reason. Maybe the Cottony and Unova are just like that, you know? But whatever, who cares? I'm here to punch this stupid fluffy thing until it dies. It may have Prankster, but that is not my problem. Because I can't use it, it's not sleepy, it's not inherently sleep-focused Pokemon, so I mean, yeah, I'd get sleep powder eventually, but like... It's not asleep, it's not dream themed. It's not going to be on my dream team. And would you look at that? It's dead. And I just ate another yummy apple. Slice. I can't eat an apple in it. It takes me like a whole half hour to eat an apple. Like a whole apple. It takes me like a whole half hour because I am so tiny. Alright, back to Route 2, so I can beat up another wild Pokemon, or just rush for the Patrat, but I don't think I can beat it right now. I just don't. You know, either that, or I, like, don't get bit a bunch, but, like... What's the likelihood of me not getting bit? What, like, 1 in 5, maybe? I don't like those odds. I'm just going to continue punching preschoolers until I can actually punch the preschooler. See? He's like a youngster. The youngsters in this game wear orange. So that they're verifiably preschoolers. Just like this preschooler who I'm about to punch. You can tell it's a preschooler because it's level 4. And like the education system usually gets Pokemon to about level 22. That's a little known fact, by the way. It's canon. It's canon. Did you know that going through the education system from uni to... from pre-K to uni... That takes a Pokemon from like level 1, level 5, whatever, to like level 22! You might think, oh, wouldn't it be level 18? But no, that's stupid. Pokemon's age isn't their level. Pokemon's level is their experience. And you know how you get experience? By going through school! Or not going through school. But like, if you don't go through school, you're going to miss out on a lot of important experiences. Then again, you know what, this is a conversation for another time, and another set of people who are decidedly not a YouTube audience. You don't need to hear my opinions on the shortcomings of the education system. Just like this Krogum would really not like to hear a Psychic type move. And it should be lucky, because I don't have any. So it's just gonna hit me with Mud Slap, just poop on me, will you? So mean, so rude. Lower my speed. What accuracy? Lower my accuracy. I thought it was Mud Shot, not Mud Slap. I thought that wasn't going to connect because it took so... Be nice to me! See, this is what I was talking about before. I thought it was gonna miss, it didn't miss, and now I thought it was gonna hit, and it didn't hit. And now this stupid frog keeps trying to astonish me. I don't... Oh my goodness! You can't do anything! Oh my god, Bubbles, you are useless! Except for the part... I was going to say, except for the parts where you're useful, but you're not being useful right now. You're being the opposite of useful. I'm getting RNG'd to death by a frog. A filthy frog. The filthy frog has now fallen. It is a good day for everyone in this economy. I think so, pretty much, I think so myself. Alright, now that that's over with, I just wish to beat the crap out of another toddler. But like, specifically Cottony, because Cottony isn't trying to kill me! You can tell I'm very opinionated on Krogunk now. You should have stayed with Brock. And you, Litwick, should have stayed gone because I can't hit you! I cannot touch you with any of my attacks. It is just absolutely awful. You're a terrible, terrible Pokemon, Litwick. What have you ever done for anybody except evolved, and then you are no longer Litwick. You are something else entirely. See, Numel gets it. Numel is like a fire ground type. That's fun. You know, someone really needs to do something about all the fire types in this forest. I feel like it's a fire hazard. Are we sure the forest isn't going to, like, explode in any minute now? Because, you know, fire, lots of fire. Don't you growl at me with your attitude, young lady. Ooh, maybe I'm just too tired for this, because this is the sleepy playthrough. But I will say... Oh yeah, this music. You know, everyone always talks about how much of a banger it is. I never really saw the appeal of I never saw the appeal myself, but I'm sure it's like, if you like it, it's fun. But anyways, I was talking earlier about trying to become a better commentator. I was talking about that, right? That was on this take as well, not just the first take. Whatever. I've been trying to be a better commentator, and I realize an important part in better commentary is to actually talk about things in my life. And it you know, forms a relationship between me and the viewer, which some would call parasocial, because it is parasocial. But what I will tell you is, you know, there's one story I talked about on my Bluesky once. I have a Bluesky, you can go follow it, I'll probably link it in the description, or tell you what it is in the description. I think I can't think anything, because I'm, you know, not a verified YouTube account or whatever. But like, basically, you know, me and my family were a bit of a stockpiling sort of family, so we buy a bunch of stuff that's like, we buy our non-perishables like once every year, just stockpile a bunch of them. But like, as it turns out, one of my kids apparently developed an allergy to the hand soap that we bought a whole year's worth of, which means that we just had like a whole year's worth of hand soap that we just kind of couldn't use because, you know, one of the kids was allergic to it. So we gave it to a friend and had to buy more. My wallet was not very happy with that. Luckily, there's like, we have a friend in the area who enjoys making soap and selling it, so I was glad to just be able to buy some soap that my kid was not allergic to. Now this Drowzee is using rap, and frankly, that's just rude and uncouth. That's a fun word, by the way, uncouth. You should start using uncouth in regular conversation. And if anyone tells you where you got that idea from, say it was from a Chingling. So you can blame the Chingling population. Because I hate this thing, I just punched it. Give me your EXP, you stupid bell! You know, I always wondered, why did they use bells as currency in Animal Crossing? Are they like actually bells? I don't know. I've never played Animal Crossing. Are they like jingly bells? You know, those cat jingly bells? Seems like a very inefficient way to manufacture currency, if you ask me, but like, what do I know? Also, you know what I've noticed? We are 15 minutes in, and I am grinding on wild Pokémon. Maybe I should do this off camera, so you can actually get an entertaining video? But on the other hand, you love conversation, don't you? You love having conversation. You know what? Next episode, I'll do the grinding off camera so we can get right into the story. Because this is a bit boring. Then again, you're watching a Let's Play, you're watching an old 2010 style Let's Play. Of course it's going to be boring and there's going to be a lot of fluff. And that's just the way it is, you know, this is what you're here for. You're here to listen to me ramble while I do something monotonous. It's good for your soul. Probably. Okay, it's probably not good for your soul, but it's like something you can listen to while you're doing your chores, doing the laundry. I don't care if this gets 2 views, if this gets 10 views, I've already won. And that's just like, I don't even know how views are calculated. It could be like 12 seconds. 12 seconds of your watch time. I've already won. You're listening to this 16 minutes in. 16 minutes and 25 seconds on the dot. You're listening to me. That means I'm won. That means I'm an entertaining commentator. Take that, Well, I don't have any enemies who have called me bad at commentating, so I can't say that. I can't be smug about it. Oh my goodness, I learned confusion! It's a very nice day to be a Drowzee. Let's fight this dork. Dork Loser. That's his name. Dork Loser. Because he's a dork and a loser. This is the first hurdle of the run. Other than the other hurdles. But I'm not going to count Dementio or the mysterious guy who talked about stuff. That mysterious guy, of course, being what was his name? Getsus? I think that was his name. But that name is stupid. I'm gonna call him Jerry. That's right, his name is Jerry now. Jerry, and also Dementio, who showed up. I didn't know why Dementio showed up. Except I do know why Dementio showed up. And that's because I've already experienced the story of Pokémon White. But like, I'm going to feign ignorance for the rest of the playthrough just so you get more entertaining commentary. This kid is staring backwards. You were staring backwards. Did anyone ever tell you were staring backwards? Okay then. Goodbye. What about you? Oh, you want to battle? Oh, I'm gonna eat another apple while I demolish your team of one Pokémon. A Purloin. Phooey. So, as you might not know if you've never played Pokémon before, I can't hit this thing with confusion, and it's probably gonna hit me with bite and kill me to death. Alright, Applebit successfully demolished. Whew. And Purloin successfully punched. See, you can't use assist because you don't have any teammates, idiot. You know, I really don't understand why I decided to use this posh annoying voice for this playthrough because it's actually really hard to maintain, you know? I sound like a Stampy Longnose wannabe. Ugh. Not that Stampy Longnose is like a bad person to want to be, but I just sound so similar now that I really think about it. But anyways, I've already started talking like this, so it'd be weird if I changed midway through. You know what? I am going to change midway through. Now how does this sound? Nope, that's just... You know what? Let's go with this. It's slightly deeper. That's it. That's all it is. It's deeper. It's deeper. It's more defined, and it's more refined. Stardust. That's what I need to do. I need to start saying Stardust more. That's how I keep in character Stardust. See, the thing is, I stole this voice from a Let's Play I saw of a game called In Stars and Time. where like the guys playing the game, they were just doing this voice the entire time for this one character, and like, their name is Luke, and one of their things is that they just call the main character Stardust all the time. And I thought that was cute, and I wanted to steal that voice because it was fun. Even though it is very difficult for someone of my stature. Okay, I'm going to say that it's not really part of my stature so much as it's like part of my ability to maintain difficult voices, but it is something I need to... It's only been 2 grass patches! You are so needy, Cottony! You know, I have a distinct impression that I was supposed to be slapped there. Because of the turn-based combat of this game, I wasn't! Oh. Let me say, the thing they don't tell you about YouTube is that it's really difficult to always have something to say. Because, like, Dead Space, like, right there, it's not good. I'd have to commentate everything all of the time. And that's probably also contributing to the difficulty of maintaining this voice for like 22 minutes. It's difficult, and I have to do it for 20 minutes straight without actually stopping. I see why YouTubers have to drink water all the time. And I don't even have vocal cords, I just need to do it for the love of the game. Anyways, it's time to fight this guy's lily pup. Frankly, I think it should, like... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You know, a different train of thought. Let me tell you about what I saw on Twitter. There's this one artist that just creates, like... all these comics with an Umbreon and a Sylveon, and they are like... There's something going on between them, I'll say that much. But, like, I saw one panel from it today, and I'm just like... Can you post that online? I think that's a bit too much. You know, a bit too much for me, a bit too spicy. Granted, there wasn't anything actually spicy happening, but you know how it is. Definitely one of those things that you really shouldn't be looking at on your work monitor, if you catch my drift. Anyways, that's the most I'm going to talk about on the subject, because, like, I just punched this kid up. Probably shouldn't be talking about this in front. He probably doesn't know. He'll understand when he's older. Holy crap, is that a Bonsly? Well, I can't cut it down, so... Tough luck, I suppose. Potion? What are you, a Voltorb? An Amoonguss? A Pokeball? Good enough for me. I'm never gonna use this thing until I get to the Dream Yard, but it is nice to have. In case I find a shiny or something. Hello, Bianca! It's been a while. I don't remember what I said about you, but I do remember calling you a failure, I think. And that was rude of me, so I wanted to apologize. I've grown in the 10 minutes since we last spoke. But for you it was like 10 minutes, but for me it was like... a month? Oh yeah, it's been a month since I last played this, huh? Okay, not a month, probably like 3 weeks, but like, who really cares? Anyways, I'm going to beat up this Lillipup, and then go to the next Pokemon Center, and then I'm going to end the episode, and then I'm going to continue grinding for story event fights, because this is going to get really old really quick if all we do is go through a single route an episode. We're going to be here until the release of Deltarune. By the way, I'm excited for that. It's in just like 5 days from when I'm recording this. Deltarune, not even a week away. Anyways, back to fighting Slowpoke. We're back in the building again! I'm back in the building again! No, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep punching the stupid pink ball. Okay, well, now my confusion is probably going to do more because it's stab and my attack is howl, and Slowpoke's special defense can't be that much higher than its defense at this point. Get blocked by my insomnia, idiot! I am so glad I reset for this at the start of the run, as you saw. there we go, there's confusion. Slowpoke is hurt. Growl, you're not doing anything because I'm hitting you with a special attack. It feels so nice to finally have the fight against this. Oh my god, I'm in the building again! I love that line. I love that stupid line from the Sonic Adventure 2 fandom. I'm back in the building. It really summarizes how it feels to do something over and over again. Oh, I'd never think that the Slowpoke would punch itself. Because it didn't. It's going to keep growling and keep doing nothing. Now, Bianca, please don't use another potion or I will riot. Okay, I won't actually riot. I'm very small and I can't afford to, you see. There you go. There's your tackle. There's your first damage of the fight. You've dealt 4 and I've dealt enough to kill you. To death. Goodbye. Now I'm gonna demolish another apple slice in tribute. Seriously, they have got to invent apples that are like smaller or something? So I don't have to spend like 12 whole seconds eating one. Thanks for the great boss, kind stranger. Can you give me Reddit gold next? That'd be fun. Alright, into the Pokemon Center, and to the end of the episode. I'm gonna end it right on the 27-minute mark, don't you worry. Goodbye.